Hey guys, Chip here with Main Street Mower. Behind me is the TX1000 with a concrete breaker attachment on it. And this is a specific dingo bit. It works with dingos only. And we are chipping away at this giant semi-trailer ramp here. We're making this overhang space at our Claremont location, our new mechanics bays. And it's gonna be a big conversion. It's like over 5,000 square feet. Standing in my way is this enormous concrete mess. Initially we thought this had a cinder block perimeter and maybe clay in the middle, but we're finding out this thing is 24 inches thick, solid cement, and so it is a doozy. We're chipping away at it. This thing is working here. It's really intended for maybe smaller sidewalks and pool areas and that sort of thing, but even a job this big, if you have a little time and patience, this thing can work away at it. It's been really fun to kind of find my lines. You kind of do a hit every 6 inches or so and you create a big fault line and then big chunks peel off like you see down on the ground. This is an amazing tool. This dingo attachment is model number 23135. And this is just one of the many ways you can use a dingo in your arsenal. Maybe you're a landscaper, you own a dingo, but you don't have this concrete breaker. You can rent this and do like a path in your customer's backyard. If you're in the concrete business, if you need something lightweight that can fit on a light trailer, a light rig to go do some interior work, maybe someone's back area, their pool deck or something like that, where you don't want to rut everything up and squish their septic or that sort of thing. A dingo TX1000 with this concrete breaker is a unique and specialized little situation. It's perfect from some of the small jobs, or if you have a little time, some of these big jobs. So this is just an option for you to make your machine more versatile. Stay tuned. This is, like I said, the TX1000 has the Kubota diesel in it. We're gonna start just doing more damage on this thing and see how far we can get today. And you guys are gonna watch this space transform into our new shop out here in Claremont. Check it out.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Okay guys, so the controls are super simple. It's a diesel, so you turn it on, you'll see your coils light flash, and when it turns off, you're good to crank it. So I would normally crank it. I'm gonna leave it off so you guys can hear me. I would rev it up here, that's my throttle, right? And then this is my steering, right? This is my right side track and my left side track, forward and reverse. So I would get myself positioned holding this with my palm and my thumb, and I'd get myself all lined up. And then this is my bucket control, my attachment control, right? Pulling back would lift it up, tilting forward would aim it down, aiming left would tilt it up, aiming right would tilt it down. So I could control that, get it all lined up, and then I would push down in a way that chisel engaged the ground and lifted my front tires, right? And at that point, I'm ready to engage my chisel, and you can use your left hand because your wheels aren't gonna be moving at this point, and you push forward like that, and that would start the chiseling action. And this is how you use your auger bit tool and your soil cultivator tool. And this can also be used with your foot pedal. Once you have it engaged, it can lock it in position. But for this kind of work, you probably want to have a hand on it because you're going to be watching it pretty closely and backing off when you break off that piece or whatever. Basically what you don't want is the chisel to be slapping against a bunch of loose rocks a lot. You want it to be engaged in hard concrete, making progress. And please wear safety goggles when you wear this thing. It is pretty dangerous. It's shooting some rocks out at the old eye peepers. Put the peeper keepers on, you know what I'm talking about? That's it guys, it's pretty easy to use once you understand the basic functions. This is your attachment, this is it in power, and this is your steering. Way to go guys.
I'm gonna see some real action.
So guys, in conclusion, this thing is fantastic. I had to have a little learning curve, you know, it's just getting used to how does this jackhammer kind of thing work? How do you use it best, especially with concrete this thick? And everyone's gonna have to kind of figure that out depending on your property, right? Whatever you're working on, you're gonna find like, oh man, starting on the edge is a lot easier than starting in the middle, right? So taking small bites is better than big bites. You know, I don't know what you call this thing. The chisel is kind of drifting into my old hole, so I need to give it a little more space. There's a little learning curve with this, but it works incredibly. It breaks concrete like it says it does. And it's easy to use. Guys, the controls are super simple, super intuitive. And what's cool about it is you get to use the weight of this machine, right? You saw me kind of push the chisel into the ground, lift the front up on the machine, so I have some of that added weight and pressure. And then as I chisel down, you just watch my front tires reach the ground, and then you would pull it back up and start again. Something that's interesting that took me a minute to figure out is that it will not chisel unless you have some pressure on that chisel, right? It will not vibrate until you have some pressure on that chisel. And kind of getting used to that takes a minute. So you have to find a place where you have good firm footing for the chisel, right? That it has a good connection. You don't want it sliding as you're trying to engage. It doesn't really work. You find a nice little nook, a nice little hold spot. You engage it, you put pressure on it, apply the gugga, and it works, man. It breaks off big chunks. I mean, if you're hitting stuff the way you should be, it should be nice big chunks, but we're gonna make light work of this project. I'm excited that we have this here to work on. If you wanna rent one of these, we have one in Orlando. We have one at our Claremont and Winter Garden store that will be bouncing around. So if you wanna rent one of these for your dingo or rent a dingo with one of these, contact us. Guys, thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for watching and learning about the concrete breaker, the jackhammer attachment for the Dingo TX1000. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the content today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. We're gonna have a lot more videos on the Dingo and their attachments. The soil cultivator is coming soon. The trencher is coming soon. I wanna show you guys how versatile this machine is for landscapers. And if you're in Central Florida, if you're in Ocala, North Central Florida, and you need a Dingo, contact Main Street Mower. We got you, come on. Thank you guys, have a good day.